There are 1,300 girls that have returned to this girls' school, this UN-run girls' school here in Gaza City on the first day of school since the war ended. And I've been talking to the headmaster here, and she tells me that certainly for the first 3 weeks or so of this new year, because of the war, they're going to do a psychological assessment of the girls. There's a feeling that a lot of them were very traumatized. We know that at least one was killed during the war and a number injured. So certainly for the first 3 weeks or so, there's going to be a lot of activities involving art, sport and entertainment in a bid to try and figure out just how deeply affected these girls are. So the students have come to their classes now, and what they're doing here is playing games, just getting to know each other here on the first day of school to try and relax their minds before classes start properly. And as you can see, there's massive overcrowding in this classroom anyway. There's 49 students here. But bear in mind that 26 UN schools remain closed and are still being used as shelters for people who fled the fighting, whose homes have been destroyed. And this school in particular is expecting a lot more students in the coming days. Now, the UN says that 76 UN schools across Gaza were damaged during the war. But it's worth remembering that the situation here was difficult for Gazan students anyway, even before the war. The UN says that it has plans on building 100 new UN schools here to try and accommodate the students here. But that was being made difficult by the siege, by getting materials, building materials across the border. Now, the war has made things even more difficult in trying to get a good education for literally hundreds of thousands of students across the Gaza Strip.